I sometimes play Hearts of Iron, and I know the point of that is to win the war. What's the ultimate goal of this? To win or lose? The goals are kind of your own to make. It's a lot more open-ended than Hearts of Iron. Wait, what's this? Tidal wave. I'm guessing that ship's automatically joining this fleet, rather than sailing individually, where they could get intercepted. But in terms of win-lose, is there actually a victory condition to this? I know there are lose conditions, which are basically getting wiped out, and then at some point in the game you'll have a giant crisis, which you have to deal with. Oh, the DLC is worth getting when playing this. I find that question really difficult to answer because I don't have the same value proposition that you guys have, because I get these games for free. So, are they good? Yes. Are they worth getting? That's a judgment call that you have to make. Just the end here. Biggest score. Okay, unusual tectonics. The wave skimmer found the Perseus 3A were not buildings, but surprisingly regular mineral outcroppings. Science officer Exemplo Swig asserts that these angular blocks of rock are the product of interactions between tectonic plates, and the shape's the result of unusual technophysics inherent on the planet's crust. The perfect angularity of these thrust faults implies a possibility of aliens tampering with Perseus's crust at some point in the past. Interesting. That's a bunch of science. Why weren't you able to build anything here? Were they already done? They must have already been done. Okay. We have enough influence to continue expanding towards that, which is what I would like to do. Now, is this the actual homeworld? It is. So we're going to need to send a science ship up that way to check it out before we can actually colonize it. Meanwhile, we're now at 14% against 13%. And Helm's Deep is now a 780 with another 750 defending. So I don't think they're going to get through here anytime soon. You may as well build those research stations that we just discovered, thanks to the anomalies. Encounter in Ferrothon. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Ferrothon system. For now, we've codenamed them the Moo Menace. Interesting. Ferrothon. Oh, them. No, them. Interesting.
A system has been charted. Intellectual booty.
Your job here was done as well. I mean, we could go and claim Shorax at this point. There are a lot of things there. Go for it. Rock potential. Minerals that are, unfortunately, of no use to us. However, Science Officer Ethildren Swig believes that many elements of the crust of Bion Drazat 3 can be transformed into potentially more useful forms through positron bombardment. The Cunning Krill requests the Wavebreakers set aside 100 energy credits for the purposes of this project. Done.
There is new information in the situation log.
Defense army damage. Ground defense planning. That's probably going to be useful. Although having additional building slots would also be really good. But no, I'm going to go for the defense army buffs. Oh, and soldiers provide more naval capacity. Interesting. And then we also have physics. We could go all in on lasers. We're now on level 3s. Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend waiting for sales for any Paradox game. In fact, you just missed... Oh no, that was EU4 over the weekend. EU4 was on sale. Research alternatives? I feel like defensively we're actually doing okay at the moment. Because that choke point is just so total.
We grow ever stronger.
Similarly, I think I do want to start building a starport in Diadem. Just in case. I'm not expecting trouble with the Anatherian theocracy, but they're aliens and we don't trust them. Unsteady ground. Our colony on Waterloo Prime has encountered an odd situation. We have apparently settled on the back of a gargantuan amphibian reptile, whose bony shell is formed of various exotic minerals. Most of what we thought was local islands have turned out to be these creatures. Our colonists have begun to refer to them as Nemus. They seem harmless enough, and as long as we don't dig too deep into their shell, they should barely notice us. Are these, by any chance, walking on the back of 4 elephants, maybe? Is that the order? Or was it the elephants on the back of the turtle? I don't remember. I was never that into Discworld. Moving islands. Housing minus 10%. Society research increased. So energy and science. Disc, elephants, turtle. Gotcha. So yeah, we just need to find the elephants next.
The system has been charted.
And you have claimed all the resources. Anusala might be a decent spot to put a starbase just because of the trade available here. Because there's also some in Bera.
Space charts updated.
Non-aggression pact has been broken by the Anatherian theocracy. Okay, so suddenly I feel a heck of a lot better about building that starbase here. And speaking of other defences we can do, we could also set up some platforms. Because I'm expecting continual attacks from these guys, honestly. And Helm's Deep is going to be the choke point. Oh, the turtle, then the elephants are on the turtle, then there's the disc. Yeah, that makes sense, because then they're living on the disc, hence Disc World. And you can sod off. Bye. Mushroom picking. A routine ecological study of our colony in Helm's Deep has stumbled upon a strange fungal life form. The science team reports the surface of the mycelium is shimmering and colourful, but what was most intriguing to them was the fact that the separate clusters were seemingly communicating with one another whenever something occurred within a wide radius. Furthermore, the biology of the organism appears to be clearly alien to the ecosystem of the colony. Puzzled, the local science team has requested specialised support that we might be dealing with this ancient species. Let's take a closer look. I don't need the food. Hey, New South Wales can upgrade its planetary administration to a planetary capital. That sounds good to me. Force of jobs are doubled. Housing goes up by 3, as do amenities. We do get another building slot. We also get another corporate building and an additional politician. Make it happen. How much did that cost? Too late to check now. We need to get to 10 pops on this planet. Okay. And yeah, we could definitely do with trying to increase their habitability. At some point. What's the habitability here? 60. On here it's 100, unsurprisingly. The spores of ears. We have concerning reports coming from Helm's Deep Prime. Upon further examination, it seems the alien fungus we found is emitting a signal towards a location in the galaxy that we have been unable to pinpoint so far. Telemetry and security analysis indicate that it is completely possible for the mycelium to be some kind of advanced spying organism. However, it's worth noting that this organism is old. There is a fair chance that whomever engineered these spying mushrooms is not around anymore. If they are, it might be best not to poke the sleeping predator. I want no more. And Shorax, you want to build the mining stations, you want to build the research stations. You've done your bit. You could start going towards Zif. Ah, and you're already here. We just need more influence. And factions don't produce influence anymore. Influence is just from power projection, apparently. And our power projection is potent. That's what this line is, isn't it? We're actually completely dominating these guys in terms of the cultural war. I don't actually understand what power projection is or how you generate it. No idea. A creature of unthinkable size is fluttering clumsily from planet to planet. Judging by its awkward proportions and movements, it's only a spawn yet, but it's horrifying to behold all the same. Strings of slime and block bile cling to the body and sharp mandibles. Spawn or not, it is a predator equipped to kill. Oh wow, he is a bit big. It is an abomination! No one listens. Careful analysis of the mycelium and the signals showed that it was likely part of a network of similar organisms, possibly spanning across the galaxy as a whole and maybe beyond. While we do not know much, we discover that it is part of a network. This mycelium is also receiving signals from other places. Considering several factors, including the volume of data transferred, we do not think the network is still in use. The fact that it is still partially active indicates that it's probably just dormant and not yet destroyed. So we have the Fungal Study Zone, Helm's Deep, which gives society research. Helm's Deep's becoming really good at society research. Right? Also, what decisions do we have? Oh no, it's Waterloo that has those. Okay, so you don't have anything special yet. Leviathan. News of a giant being seen in the dark void of space is spreading across the Empire like a plague. There is concern and optimistic wonder, but mostly brings on existential dread to the populace. Historical documents will record this day as one of tremendous importance. I mean, it blocks another point of access. So if we take Nikator, we'll have a garrison here and a garrison here. We could take these fairly safely. The blue hyperspace lanes means you can travel them. No, they don't. Why are they spreading? Or is that just the fog of war? Oh, it's just the fog of war. I always thought that was power projection like spreading. Okay, what the hell is power projection then? 2 more months, and then we can build this. Let's get back up to fast speed. I think it slowed down when we started the game today. Another new archaeological site. Oh, and it's up here. That just makes me want it even more. Okay, you're just an experience gain guy, so I think what I'm going to do with you, Cuddles, is you go for these things. Right, where's the project? You're not giving me much information here, game. How about we stop tracking them all? Yeah, these are the exclamation marks. Wasn't there one? I don't sodding know. Yeah, because there's one. Or is that just saying it's an archaeological site? Ah, you're blinking on the archaeological sites. Yeah, I don't want you tracking those. Those I can see on the map. It's the other ones that I'm interested in. Okay, that makes more sense. They are a long way away. Yeah, we can do those two, possibly that one. In fact, you know what? We need to do this one. In case I want to colonize that planet. Power projection is an empire size, navy size ratio. More navy equals more influence. Okay. Still unknown, but considering the fact that they still haven't attacked me, I have a feeling we're stronger than they are. Considering the fact that they attacked me, we were at that point probably not stronger than they were. We just built up very quickly. Our analysis of the temporal fluctuations of Bian Dazat's system has revealed something remarkable. A massive prism floating in space. Rather than light, the prism reflects time. Depending on the angle of incidence, the crew of the wave skimmer report experiencing time at different rates. Biometric scans indicate that some have aged rapidly while others are days or even years younger than they should be. While our study of the prism has certainly deepened our understanding of the nature and properties of time, its origin and its purpose remain a mystery. Interesting. Lots of physics from that. We are still... Oh no, we got enough. Cost 60, not 100. You have now explored all of those. I guess come over here and start surveying this stuff then. We've got some more science! We can get destroyers. You know, let's make our corvette stronger, and considering we're very reliant on corvettes right now, that would seem to be a good idea. Oh, having a bigger fleet than Empire size gives power projection. Which I definitely don't. Never played this game or seen it. What does this game relate to? It's a sci-fi strategy game. Like, think of Galactic Civilization or Master of Orion or something like that, but pausable, real-time. So many resources unbuilt. I mean, there's some here. What? Oh, it's because you're already doing them. There aren't that many.
Fleet engaged. Give
Oh.
them a broadside.
Have they attacked? Where are we fighting? No, so where are we fighting? Oh, they've been detected. They haven't been engaged. Ooh, an abandoned gateway. We have located what we believe could be an ancient subspace gateway near Howling Vortex. It appears to have been part of a galaxy-wide network of similar stations which, when operational, allowed for near-instantaneous travel from one part of the galaxy to another. At some point after its initial construction, its connection to the rest of the network was severed. It now offers only one valid destination, an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy that astronomers have designated the L cluster. Even more intriguing, the gateway was built entirely by microscopic nanites of an unknown design. Although the gateway emits a faint power signature, it's been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance loop that prevents its activation. Until we find some way of aborting this process, the L cluster will remain beyond our reach.
There is new information in the situation log.
The Howling Vortex. Okay, so we can get another one. I'm kind of thinking, do we want to get Unyielding or Harmony at this point? Oh wait, it's not Harmony. Must have been just Unyielding. Defense platform cost. Sorry, defense platform cap increased. Starbase upkeep reduced. Strongholds now produce Unity. Army health is increased by a quarter. Starbase defense platforms have hull hit points and damage increased. Orbital bombardment. War exhaustion gain reduced. That's nice. Starbase capacity upgrade cost. Difficulty of sabotaging Starbase is significantly increased. Defensive war, here it is. Bulwarks of Harmony. Unyielding would make that starbase stronger. It would also allow me to get more. I mean, we already have a capacity of 6. This would allow us to get 8. Market fee, we haven't been doing market. Trade value would give us more energy and more unity. Clerks would do the same. No, you know what? At this point I'm going to get Unyielding. We're at war. We need to get some defensive stuff going. There you go. Rummaging through the secure safes where the Star Petal's wealthiest clientele stored their personal belongings has revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewellery. Perhaps the most noteworthy among the found items is the Heart of the Pulsar, a unique diamond necklace quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. 4,000 ducatses. I mean, we can store up to 50,000, so we're good. Cool. Cool. Oh, and that was the end of the excavation there. Huh. Okay, well. That was Helm's Deep. Why are you still showing up? Well, in that case, the Gan 2 might be the next one to do. Off you go. And they've attacked. Okay, so we have 1,000 military power plus the 800 military power from you. They've attacked me with 1,100. They do have destroyers, which we don't. I'm going to reduce the speed because I want to see the fight. This is my starbase firing at them, doing some damage. Now the Red Tide has also gotten themselves involved. We have yet to take any damage. And here it is. Battle is joined. We are going to slow this down because it's the first battle that we've had for a while. Right, the other thing I want to do is... Oh, we can't scan them. We don't know what they are. They have a much lower hit ratio than we do, so we're apparently a hell of a lot more accurate. Make every shot count! The Howling Vortex, strategic resource discovered, dark matter. During the survey of the Howling Vortex, the Hydrazan discovered a previously unknown strategic resource dubbed dark matter. This exotic substance has many properties that seemingly defy several natural laws. It can potentially revolutionize the sciences. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Drifters! Divine intervention has brought us to your land, carrying many wondrous things. We are the Numistic Order, and our deals have been forged by the Goddess of Fortune herself. Our fleets travel with the divine current of cosmic energy, wherever the winds of fortune take us, bringing new deals every time we enter your lands. Sadly, our ships are beyond the bounds of your realm for the moment, but next time we visit your skies, the wonders of the universe could be yours for a modest donation. So how are we faring? One of our ships has run, 3 of theirs have gone. Their strength is down to 650. I mean, we've gone down from 700, I think. They barely touched the starbase. And we are now stronger than they are. Combat 1. Fleet combat in Helm's Deep. We lost 5 corvettes. They lost 2 destroyers and 2 corvettes. Damage output. We did 101% damage to them. Our missiles and mass drivers were efficient. The lasers were not. Huzzah! So they are using shields. So we need something to kill shields. Oh, they're using missiles, right. No, we are. Yeah, their point defense was rubbish. Their lasers were good, because lasers are good against armor. And they seem to have equal laser mass driver. They were very inaccurate. 20% evasion. Boom, boom, boom. We need some plasma guns. Yeah, maybe. Yes. No, their armor was inefficient. Lasers are good against armor. We need more guns against shields, right? Chemical bliss. We don't need chemical bliss. Fleet supremacy might be good. Society research from researchers might also be good, except this one only takes 4,000, so let's work on that. And then you get back into orbit. Now, do you repair here? No, it has to be a starbase. I mean, South Wales is not that far away, so you head back home. You get yourselves reinforced. You did well. Ah, yes, and we also need to research their projects, which we will do. Alright, the Hydra Zone has finished with the Howling Vortex. You can continue surveying down this way. Wait, were there 2 of you here? Oh, there were. Survey that, go. Oh, actually, you're anomaly chance. No, you... Well... This whole area can be blocked off by a starbase in the Howling Vortex. So you go ahead and survey those, because we might actually be able to claim all of that.